Everybody, we are back. It is Safe to Lies, your favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glen Rockney for Glenn, and of course, pandasubs.com, discount code TDL for 25% off. And as well, get your shirt, jackets, whatever you want to get from Homage, right? So make sure you guys go to Homage, get whatever jackets, whatever clothes you want, support the channel. Even though the Raiders are not winning right now, you can still support the channel, right? Support TDL and everything that we're doing here. So guys, we are back with not Friday Night Live. We're doing a Thursday because tomorrow's Halloween. Right, you guys might be out with your kids and stuff like that. We don't want to stop you from being out with your kids. And my daughter's walking for senior night, so
you know
what I mean. So thanks, man. Appreciate
there
that.
There we go.
So we're doing that. So that's why we're here today, giving you the over unders and latest Raiders news. So, Glenn, how are you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm just getting my little studio set up in here. I apologize for the echo. I need some egg cartons or something on the wall, like old rap studio. I need to start getting that going. It's a very bare room right now, so bear with me on the room reverb that's happening right now. But I felt good to not watch a Raider game last weekend. I hate saying that. I was just watching NFL football. It wasn't a very exciting window, but I'm nervous about them coming back. I'm like, oh no, now for some reason I gotta absolutely just tune into this game on Sunday, even though I'm just not excited about this team right now. But it is what it is. It's yet another year of Raiders football that is like this.
Yeah. Another long season, right? We're halfway there, guys. We're halfway through it. The Raiders are 2-5 right now as we speak. They play the Jacksonville Jaguars at home, and it hasn't been. I mean, they do have one home win, right? They have one home win against the Titans, right? They barely beat them, right? I mean, that game was a whole lot closer than it should have been. Everybody else beat the Titans with like 48-3 and stuff. Raiders are 20-3, 20-10.
I know.
Gotta let you know where they're at, if that kind of lets you know. So we talk about a lot of things, guys, because we talk about Tyler Lockett joining the football team. We talk about Jacoby Myers trade. Is it going to happen? Isn't going to happen? Talk about Chip Kelly's hot seat a little bit, and then we'll get into the normal stuff, the over unders in the college games and the NFL games. There's not a lot of good NFL games this week. I was struggling with that.
No, not at all. Mm-hmm. No, not at all. The college window is interesting. There's definitely some good college stuff happening. College is interesting this year because nobody has really declared themselves. Although, watch out for Alabama. But for the most part, nobody's really declaring themselves top dog. I mean, Ohio State is definitely up there, but you need to see them get tested, which I'm not sure we've seen that yet. But yeah, in the NFL window, it's just like the AFC is just so bad. So if it's an AFC matchup, typically it's going to just be bad. Or an AFC team playing an NFC team, even if they have similar records, I don't know, man. That is really why it sucks to be a Raider fan this year, because this was kind of the year to be like, we could sneak into the playoffs if your offense was just okay. Mm-hmm. They could feasibly, even as a third place team, but they're still so far off in a conference that sucks.
Yeah, man, it's so bad, man. I think the most disappointing part of this whole season is the offense. I mean, the defense. I mean, I'm pretty sure every fan going into the season, knowing the talent of the defense, we weren't thinking, right? Oh, well, these guys are gonna, dominate. But they've actually played better than we expected, right? They played. I mean, against better quarterbacks, they've got their ass kicked. But against the average quarterback, they've done actually pretty well. I mean, they actually did. I know it's week one, and week one is the biggest mirage that there is. But they did pretty well against Drake May too. So, if the offense was averaging 21 points a game,
yeah,
just 21. Not even you got to get to 25. When you get to 25, just 21. I feel like they'd be at least they'd probably be like 3-4 right now. I mean, they still should be 3-4 anyways, because they should be 3-4
regardless. Like, yeah, that's the problem. And again, would we be feeling great about them if they were 3-4? No, I don't think I would see them as even if that Bears game, let's say that field goal doesn't get blocked, right? Regardless of the, play that, that kind of throw to Thornton that was bad. It was dropped at the goal line or whatever. Like, despite all that, let's just say that field goal goes through. I don't feel much better about this team going forward. And I don't know. I still think they're gonna find a way to win like 6 games, like somehow. Yeah. I don't know. I get why people don't, but that just would be so Pete Carroll to win 6 games. Bad team.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at their schedule, let me see what we got here with these Raiders. I mean,
it's pretty tough.
It is pretty tough. I mean, we'll see with how they play against Jacksonville this week. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how they look, because then they got the Broncos on Thursday, which is Jamal Adams is already complaining. So I'm not gonna be ready for that game. My body's not. Yeah, because you're 40. You know what I mean? Or he's not.
He's like 28.
Yeah, I know, but
he's like, come on, you're not ready. You haven't played the last 2 years.
Get your body right. I mean, you ain't playing that much either. You're not even playing that many snaps.
I know exactly. That's the thing is you're playing like 45% of the snaps. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's already complaining. Like, I hate Thursday games and yada yada yada. Yeah. So they got Jaguars, Broncos, Cowboys on Monday Night Football. They got 2 back-to-back primetime games. You got to watch them get with the whole world. You got to watch them, and then they get the Browns, Shador Sanders Bowl. Because I'm sure Sanders will be starting by there. That's gonna be if Sanders beats the Raiders. Glenn, we're not gonna be able to stop hearing about that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, which hey, it is what it is. Like, he might be available. I don't know. And if they lose to him, he'll be available in the offseason, and people will still not stop saying we need to have Shador Sanders on our team.
Yeah. I know. People are already bringing that up about how they should have drafted him, and maybe they should have. I don't know. I mean, maybe they should have grabbed some quarterback.
Maybe.
I don't know, but maybe, what I mean? But we'll see how he looks. I don't think he's playing this week, right? Or if they even play him, they didn't really him. They'll probably play Bailey Zappi before they play. We might be facing Bailey Zappi. With the Browns. But yeah. And then they play the Chargers, Broncos, Eagles, Texans. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that.
No, I agree. Like, it's going to be tough. Maybe not 6, but they're right now. I think a lot of people have them picking like 5. I saw that like Jordan. I think it was Jordan Reed had like a draft simulator where with the schedule and everything, he had him picking 5, which is only 1 off from last year. But there's just more intriguing quarterbacks in this class than there was last year. I mean, right now, look, I'm not giving up on Cam Ward, but the number 1 overall pick doesn't even really look that fun to watch right now. Like, he's just kind of lawn dart and everything. And then you have Jackson Dart, who has definitely done some nice things for New York. But the class, we'll see Tyler Shuck against the Rams. I don't know. Not holding my breath on that. This class, people think it's bad. I don't know. I watch a lot of these guys. You see a lot of talent that can be worked with. And I'm way less picky than I was a couple of years ago about quarterbacks. You look every single year, there is a Bo Nix, Jackson Dart type guy that comes out that maybe I'm not very high on, but they come in and they make a team, not all on their own better, but it kind of just ignites and wakes up some guys that you didn't think were that good on your roster already and stuff. And so we'll see. I think they're going to struggle to beat teams like Philly. I think they're going to struggle to beat teams like even Houston with the kind of the dominant defensive front that they have. But I don't know, man. They're going to find a way to win some damn games. They always do. They always do. Like, they always do this. They're always 2 wins, and then you're like, first overall pick. Let's race to it. And then we're picking 7 or 8 or something like that. Which, again, you should still be able to build your team from picking there. That's still what I want to reiterate to people. People think you need the number 1 overall pick. No, there's plenty of teams that get built without the number 1 overall pick. There's plenty. So it should happen.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. If they pick high, especially if they don't, I'm still wondering if they pick a quarterback. Just because we'll talk about this in a second. But them citing Tyler Lockett says how Pete Carroll and those guys feel about Geno Smith, that they had to give him his safety basket or his safety net, not safety basket, safety net. You know,
interesting. When we get to that, I have a more interesting take on that, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah. It does seem like the guy we need is just out of reach all the time. I'm like, yeah. I don't know, but there are some good quarterbacks. Like, see, I like this quarterback class though. So far, I like these guys. There's not a guy I really not like that I watched. That I'm like, okay, I think it's better than last year's for sure. So
also, you can go to every draft they've picked. There's a guy picked after that's better than the guy they picked a lot of times. Like, it's okay. I'll tell you this. Remember the surprise pick of Clelin Ferrell, 4th overall? Like that. Jeffrey Simmons goes 20 in that draft. If the surprise pick is Jeffrey Simmons at 4, that changes that defense right then and there. Right.
Yeah.
If you come out of that draft with Jeffrey Simmons and Max Crosby, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even matter what you do with some of your other picks. Like, you've already created a dominant defensive line that can kill you from multiple angles. And you can say, oh, we would have ruined Jeffrey Simmons. No, he's on a bad team right now. So he's dominating. We saw flashes of that. Like, they have missed out on a lot of good players. Like, you know, Leatherwood over Darisaw. Like, there's still ways to build that team. I understand you miss out 2 picks on the big quarterback, but their roster should still be a little bit better with better draft picks. And I think the last couple of years they've done an okay job in the draft. And I think by year 3 and 4 of those drafts being in the league, you'll start to see, okay, there's a little depth on this roster. But right now, a lot of these guys are in their infant stages, and we're asking them to be, or just not playing them at all, but we're asking them to be great right off the bat.
Yeah, I agree. People are talking about trading back. I mean, it just depends where they're at, man. It depends on where they're at. To be honest, like, if they aren't going to take a quarterback in the first round, I mean, there's the defensive dudes at the top are ridiculous. So I every time I watch Matt break down a guy, I have lots of thoughts. I'm like, oh man, if we could just draft Arvell Reese, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. You know, and you know, I'm still a proponent of coming back up from the second round, especially when you're picking high and going to get your quarterback there, like the Giants did with Jackson Dart. You know, I like what they did there. You get they got Abdul Carter, and they got Jackson Dart, and if that's the route they want to go, and I think there's going to be a lot of those quarterbacks this year that are kind of fringe first rounders. I think that's kind of the way to do it. And these guys are going to be really athletic. A lot of these quarterbacks, I think, are really athletic. I mean, Mateer, Sellers, guys like that are going to be, in my opinion, in good spots to be drafted there with the 5th-year option available. So I don't, you know, people are saying like hindsight's 2020. Well, they picked Clelin Ferrell over Jeffrey Simmons. Like, what I mean is, like, if you're going to reach for the good player. They don't reach. Like, they reached that draft when they had 3 first-round picks. Like, they reached for Clelin Ferrell at 4 overall. Like, that was like still one of the weirdest picks. Yeah, if you miss one in the late first rounds, yeah, it can come get you for sure. But your top 5 pick, like, really take that guy that's just like, you know, is just gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you should. And if these picks don't always have to, like, people say, I've seen comments say 1st-round picks don't always pan out, which I agree, but you should still be able to get like an okay player in the 1st round. Like, when you miss on a player, it should mean this guy's solid, but he didn't become great. You know, like, that should be your miss. Your miss shouldn't be he's out of the league or he's hanging Christmas ornaments at the governor's mansion because he's in jail in Nevada. You know, like, that's a real thing. My in-laws did go see Henry Ruggs at the governor's mansion. They were like, holy shit. He was like decorating the governor's mansion. It was kind of a trip. They were like, is that Henry Ruggs? It was a trip. Like, because my father-in-law loves football. He was like, I think that's the guy that was on the Raiders. But either way, like, those are our misses, right? Even, and to a degree, Tyree Wilson, right? Like, I'm a defender of him. Like, these guys, even if you miss on a 1st rounder, it should be a guy that's still a starter on your team. First round, to me, for the most part, when you're outside the top 5, is get a good starter. And if you do that most years, 2 out of 3 years, you do that, you're going to be fine. And the Raiders literally have not done that.
No, they have been messing that up for the longest. And you're right, because hindsight is 2020. Because, you know, when you draft Tyree Wilson, you're hoping that he reaches his potential, right? Yeah. And hoping there's more there. But you know, sometimes it's just not what you think he's going to be all the time. And I don't know, maybe he's going to take a little while to progress. And, you know what I'm saying, he might become better later on. You know, sometimes that happens. I mean, they're playing the Jags. mean, look at Devin Lloyd. You know what I mean? Like everybody was like, Devin Lloyd's a stud, right? And then this year, he's breaking out. He got like 4 interceptions and things like that. So, you know, they do need some more high level defensive players, and that's a little bit of the problem with drafting a quarterback at this point, because you know, like TC said right here, they did draft Bowers and Genty, right? So I mean, there's 2 pieces on offense. Like, do you draft that quarterback to add that in, or like do you take that blue chip defensive player and then maybe draft a quarterback later, like, you know, even Sorsby from Cincinnati, or do you like, does Mateer fall that far?
He might.
Or do you, yeah, you know what I mean? Or, you know, do you take, you know, my dude Garrett Nussmeier, man, who got Brian Kelly fired? So, I mean, there's options in the second round. I think a lot more in this draft than usual. So, but, you know how that goes. All right, so let's. We got too many questions so far here, but so many trade rumors. Are there any guys you think are possible?
So a trade rumor meaning we're getting rid of somebody, I would guess.
Are we trading for somebody? Or?
Yeah, that I would have. I don't think that they're going to get. I don't know. They might like trade for somebody or you know, so like a late round kind of, or player for player swap or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I think they'd be doing selling at this point more than anything. You know, we'll see. I mean, you know, the obvious name is Jacoby Myers. Beyond that, it's like, what are you doing with Malcolm Kuntz right now? Are you going to re-sign Malcolm Kuntz?
Mm-hmm.
This is about the time. This is about the time we would expect Malcolm Kuntz's knee to kind of start getting back, and maybe they want to take the rest of the year to see if he's back truly, especially off that ACL. But you know, Malcolm Kuntz, I think, is a guy. Tyree Wilson is a guy. I mean, it just depends on, do they actually think they're out of it? Now, I think after the KC game, I saw it in Pete's face. I think he was like, "Damn, I think we stink." You know, I still think that. But now, getting Bowers back, coming off of a bye week, maybe Pete watched that off him and said, "Nah, you know what? Even if we are out of it, let's keep what we got here. We'll let guys walk, get comp picks for him and stuff." I expect Myers to be traded, though, for sure.
Yeah. Somebody said Tua and Richardson. Who's Richardson?
Oh, that was a Seth Walder thing. He's on my Anthony Richardson. But Seth Walder said in a salary dump, Miami dumps Tua onto the Raiders, and like Tua and a second round pick. It was like an NBA trade, you know, where it's like, hey, take the salary, because Tua's contract is awful. And I'd be like, yo, dude, no. Just the last thing the Raiders need is another veteran retread quarterback. I mean, truly. I mean, yeah, if one worked out, that would be great. But the Raiders just do not seem to have the formula for that to work out. They just don't. So I would say no to that. And I don't really want to take on a bad contract and then have to pay Geno Smith a little bit of dead money next year, if they even own that. But that was a Seth Walder, like ESPN, like trade prediction. Yeah, it was Tua and 2 second-round picks to the Raiders just to like take his salary. And I wouldn't do that. I mean, 2 second-round picks is nice, but for what? I'm going to take Tua's salary. I gotta like, you kind of have to like play him or do so. He has to be part of your team.
Was it Raiders? Was it Raiders giving out 2 second-round picks?
They're getting picks to take his bad contract. It's like, here, take this shit quarterback contract, and plus we'll give you 2 second-round picks so you can eat the money. So the Raiders would be getting all of that. And I think they would send back like a 5th or something. I don't know. It was I forget what the trade was. But this wasn't just like Mitchell Renz. This was like ESPN was reporting this.
Wow.
It was kind of odd. It was just like, it was, you know, yes, the 2 second-round picks would be nice, but I'm like, dude, the last thing the Raiders need. Tua is like such a Raider right now, in my opinion. Like, this is like a classic like guy that would play for the Raiders right now. Is a guy who didn't work out for one team, comes to the Raiders, and I mean, like, they're treating it like the NBA, where it's going to be like Lance Stevenson or something in a suit when he's like 40 or something. I'm like, nah, NFL doesn't work that way. Yeah.
So 2026 second round pick and a 2027 second round pick, along with Tagovailoa, in exchange for a 2027 5th round pick.
Right. It's a salary dump. It's basically like saying take Roy Hibbert in the NBA plus some picks. And it's like, that's an NBA trade. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
I mean, where does Geno go, though? They keep Geno, too?
That's what I'm saying is you're taking Geno then. That, like, because if that's the case, but Tua's contract is awful. I don't know if you've seen it. Like, it is awful. It's like really bad. It's like Deshaun Watson level bad. Now he's done a little bit more than Deshaun Watson has for this team, but he's bad. I mean, it's a bad contract. Like, they push the guarantees out super far. Like, you have to eat it. And I guess what you'd think if you're the Raiders is like, well, I'll use him as a starter for 1 year while I draft a guy. We're still not paying 2 top quarterback salaries. And I guess that's what you would think, but I don't see that happening. Now, the thing is anybody wants to hire Mike McDaniel next year as an offensive coordinator, you think he's going to want to run it back with Tua? Probably not.
He's not.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think so.
He's like, excuse me?
Who's your quarterback? Oh, no, thanks.
Who up? Yeah, excuse me? Yeah,
Tua, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because Tua is just so one read. Like, that's my problem with it, man. He's just one read anticipation.
We already
and
have
if it's not there, I mean, that's a pretty nice story you just do right there. But
yeah, it looks good sometimes. But we already have that quarterback on the roster. There's a guy that makes a predetermined read. Like, he's already there, and he costs a little bit less.
Exactly, a whole lot less. My God, I mean, but those 2 second-round picks is not bad though. I just don't know. You have to do something with Geno. I mean, you have 2 30 minutes. Like,
you take Geno though. Yeah, you take Geno. 2 second-round picks in Geno and Tua. Then we start talking because then we can draft the guy. Tua's there for a year, as maybe a bridge guy, or he gets beat out or something. Somebody said when I said he was such a Raider, I mean that Raider 27 says such a Raider as in Plunkett or as in J. Russ. More so such a Raider as like Kerry Collins.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Just like a mid-ass quarterback that comes to the Raiders and be like, this guy's won a few games. He's won a few games. He's got
a lot of wins. He's got a lot of wins.
Yeah, like JT Brick's trying to fight people over criticizing him in the offseason. And then all of a sudden, we got to do something. We got to address the position. This is terrible 4 games into the season. That's what I mean by such a Raider. I wish he was Jim Plunkett. That'd be great. I kind of wanted the Raiders to get him with Gruden. I thought he would have been good with Gruden, but that ship has sailed. Yeah.
He probably would have been pretty good with Gruden, to be honest.
That West Coast. I think that's what he's doing right now, but like just West Coast kind of, stuff like that.
Yeah. JT's such a flip-flop. I mean, because he's a homer.
His posts are killing me sometimes, like in a good way. Like, he makes me laugh. I think people like really get mad and like aggressive about him. He just makes me laugh, man. Like I back in the end, he lost his edge. Dude. He's not even like he used to be. He used to DM people like square up.
I know. I remember that.
Remember that? People would post screenshots. He'd be like, I'll fight you, little punk. And those were so funny. I never got one of those, but I remember Matt Fallon he'd get one a week. He'd be like, "What's up, dude? You still want to fight?" Like,
what happened to Fallon? Where's Fallon?
I think he's got kids and he's happy. I don't know. I think he's doing well. Yeah, I don't know. He was. He had a lot of enemies on Raider Twitter.
Yeah, he did. Anthony Richardson's the other one, but I don't know. I'm good on that project.
I'm good. Yeah.
Someone
said Fallon fought JT. That's why we don't see him anymore. JT put the bricks on him.
He put the bricks on him.
That old man strength, like where you just damn, like Eddie can fight, damn it, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, all right.
2 and 5 vibes right now.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think of Mike McDaniel as OC next year once he is inevitably fired by Miami? Is Chip definitely gone?
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that in a second, but
for sure. We'll talk about the Chip part. But the Mike McDaniel thing's interesting because a lot of people want to say he'll go the Robert Saleh route, go back to the Niners, but he doesn't call plays there if he goes to the Niners. He gets to run the offense if he comes here, provided that Pete Carroll's still the coach. Like, he gets to run the offense here. So, again, there's not really a quarterback here. That's the problem. you would have to say, like, if the Raiders were picking top 3, and you would think with the interviews they'd go, we probably are going to pick this guy at quarterback.
Yeah.
In the way that, like, I think when Cliff Kingsbury switched up on the Raiders and goes to Washington, it was because they knew they were going to draft Jaden Daniels or whomever, like they one of those quarterbacks at the top, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, you'd be like, all right, I got a young quarterback, I'll be good. So that would be the only way I see that happening. But I'd love to see Genty in McDaniel's system. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I would like that. I would like to see Brock Bowers. I mean, because what he did with Geno Smith and Darren Waller.
Yes, you're right.
Before Darren Waller got hurt, he had 4 touchdowns.
Kittle. I mean, if you want to go back to SF, I mean, it's just like he'll spam the ball to the tight end for sure, and I like that.
Yeah, he got Geno Smith paid, and as I'm saying, I got Darren Waller right until he got hurt again, but he had him, on his little comeback. And then that's why I think he'd be good for Brock Bowers. Is what I would like that. I really would.
Yeah, for sure.
So we play 53 players. Why can't they all be active to play? I think it's because they only keep 46, right?
Yeah, I think you dress 46. I mean, that's just an NFL rule. Yeah, you get healthy scratch. Jair Alexander was a healthy scratch tonight for the Ravens.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnson. I just give the Dolphins are so bad this year, man. Just a little shocking.
Yeah. I was kind of. I mean, they beat the brakes off the Falcons last week. That was at Atlanta, which I know it was Kirk Cousins, but damn, like that was again. I didn't really see that coming.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to that game. And I was like, why are the Falcons down by this bad? Like, Cousins is playing.
I mean, he should still be able to come in and compete. I mean, that's weird, man. Cousins is done.
Yeah, that arm is done. He never had a big arm, and then the arm is just dead. That's basically what it is. And that's what happens to like quarterbacks are like him when they get like 35. They don't play till they're 40. They're not like, I know Joe Flacco's out there still playing well, but like most guys. And that's what we're seeing with Geno Smith too, right? I mean, he's 35. Like if they aren't like really high level quarterbacks, then they aren't going to be playing till they're 40.
Yeah, right. It's like the baseball equivalent's like Clayton Kershaw is like, hey, we need you to get one guy out. And he comes out there looking fat with a gray beard, and he just gets one guy out and he gets fired up. And they're like, all right, next guy. We're asking these guys to be starting quarterbacks and play the most important position in professional sports. And unfortunately, the Raiders keep buying the top of a bad stock. Like they keep doing that year in and year out. And are we creating good, situations for them? That remains to be seen, but I don't know, man. It's too bad. It's just too bad. The Geno thing is really bumming me out.
Yeah. All right, last question here. We got, if the Raiders go with another veteran QB next season, do you prefer Tua or Kyler?
I like shortest wide receivers answer to that question. My goodness. Yeah. Yes. What would you rather have? Which STD I'd rather get? Not big STD. Shout out to my guy in the chat. That's different thing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was weird because in the offseason, I kind of wanted the Raiders to do Daniel Jones on a 1-year contract. I was like, see what's going on. What's going on there. I'm not saying he'd be cooking the way that he is now in India. I think that's very much a Steichen, and they have just a really good team that needed a quarterback similar to what the Vikings had last year in Darnold. But I just kind of like that. Kyler, I just don't think is very good. Kyler benefits from playing football that in a stadium that nobody really cares about during like a time window where all you do is you watch like one or two like off balance throws he makes, and everyone's like, damn, Kyler's balling. But then you're like, oh, the Cardinals lost. It's not Kyler's fault. And if you sit down and watch a Cardinals game, you're like, this is all Kyler's fault.
Yeah. Kyler's what we call, he's in the bonehead quarterback tier that I used to have. Like Goff got out of it. Goff finally got out of being a bonehead. He didn't make the boneheaded mistakes, but Kyler is. He might be king bonehead right now, where he's just gonna do something stupid, just dumb.
Yeah, it's really bad. So like if you sit down and watch a Cardinals game, you're like, well, I watched that Panthers game that they played where he almost blew like a 20 to like nothing lead. It was like it was like 28-5 or something. It was like or 28-6 lead. I think it was 28-6, and he like almost blew that game by himself. it was insane. Like, he threw a pick for no reason, just a dumb pick, trying to do too much in field goal range. And I just know if that happens here, I'm like, nah. I just don't want him to come here. I think it's got to be a rookie. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I do too.
I'll take any day. Hey, look, if they make the right move and it's a veteran, then I'll be behind it. But I think the most successful thing is a guy who doesn't know any better coming in here, who's not, beaten down by the league or anything.
Yeah, there's no real veterans this year, anyways. I mean, there's like last year. There's a whole bunch of veterans that were out there. This year, there's really none. To be honest, they all got signed.
They did. I'd imagine Daniel Jones is going to get his money from the Colts. There's no way they don't pay him. Darnold got paid. It's. I mean, it would have to be a pretty shocking move. I'm trying to think like who it would be. Some team just getting rid of a quarterback that you weren't expecting. But I don't know. It's tough. Guys are either on rookie contract. I mean, again, the teams that need to draft them, maybe that list is fewer. You really have the Jets, perhaps the Dolphins, and who else? You could say the Browns probably should draft like a quarterback high. Those are the three teams I'm seeing right now. Maybe there's more, but
it'd probably be Jets, Browns, right? You think of.
I could see the Dolphins too. Like, kind of, if they fire their coach, they might want to start over with a quarterback or something. And those are the teams. But maybe there's just less and less teams that are going to be drafting one this year. So maybe that's maybe the Raiders will finally not lose the game of musical chairs.
Yeah, I mean, if Tyler Shook sucks, then this could be the Saints too, right?
That's true. Now, I guess we should be hoping that he plays really well.
Yeah.
And the Saints can just win games and not be in the position to do it, and they can win like 5 because it's weird. I watched their team. Their team's not that bad when I watch them play. It's like they're bad, but they're like a 6 to 7 win bad, I think. But their quarterback play is not good. But yeah, Arizona could move on from Kyler for sure. But I think they're going to win a few games down the stretch that'll probably put them outside the top 10. I could see that for sure. But I think the Raiders are going to be in a position to draft a rookie quarterback. Like I think they would have to. What I mean is they would have to actually pass on one, whereas we've seen them in the last couple of years just not be in the position to go.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they trade for Spencer Rattler.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Hell yeah. That would the rattlesnake. Hell yeah.
That would make some fans. Some Raiders fans love him. Yeah, I mean, the Twitter film nerds, they love him too because he's a big throw guy. They love the wild throw guys. Look at this throw. Like, what about every play, bro? What about consistency?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. And people love to just a highlight throw is all it takes. One throw, and they're like, "That, give me that, give me that."
Look at this talent. Yeah. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get to our first topic here. And keep asking your questions, guys. I'll get to your questions. Of course, I'm saving them here. I'll get to your questions. Tyler Lockett is signing. A lot of people were pissed about this.
Yeah.
I really don't know why. I don't know why people are mad. Like, look at those Seattle guys. Like, to be honest, like, I get it. But like, every head coach does this. Yes. They bring in their own guys. Every single one does it. I don't understand the whole big thing, but I think this is bigger. And I know you're going to give your opinion on why they did it, but I think this is especially if you listen to Geno in his press conference, this is a Geno Smith thing. Like Geno, they're trying to, make Geno look better. So they got him his favorite guy to throw to, right? So we're going to see some back shoulders this week, maybe to Tyler Lockett. But what were your thoughts on it, Glenn?
We'll have to see what the snap count is in the next couple of weeks. I don't view it as this like they're not going to let the young guys play. Now Thornton, and rightfully so, I don't think he should be playing as much as he is. And I think this might say a little something about Thornton. I kind of didn't want to see Thornton when he was drafted. I kind of wanted him to have a redshirt year and learn. A guy like Lockett's not a bad guy to have around that helps you.
Yeah.
Hey, here's how you win deep. You know what I mean? Thornton's not doing that right now. So that I wouldn't mind. I don't think this eats into Besh. I think Myers gets traded after the game, and the Besh is the guy I want to see out there. I mean, that's the one you spent the 58th pick or something on him. Like, I want to see him for the rest of the year. He catches most of the stuff that's thrown to him, if not all of it. I'd like to see an expanded target share, I should say, like to see his target share go up. With Lockett, it felt like coach was just doing him a favor a little bit. Like it was like, hey, I'll, bring him in. You help out these young guys here. We got a young receiving core. You come in and help it out. Yeah, you'll play, sure. Like we'll get you out there. But I don't view this. I thought the same thing about Amari Cooper. I know a lot of people were saying like, oh, Amari Cooper took one look at the Raiders and retired. Well, nobody signed him after that, so he was cooked. You know what I mean? And so I think I think with Lockett, it's like he's clearly like he's a very established player who's probably washed up right now, but he can help the young guys. Like he definitely can. They will need that. And I just hope that the snap, if he's playing the majority of snaps, I'll be like, what? Why? Really? Really? Now, that being said, what if he just has a Nelson Aguilar year for the Raiders and just starts snagging deep touchdowns? Like, maybe. But I agree with you that it can help Geno, but I think it's actually to help the young receiving core.
Yeah, it's just I think it's to help Geno because Geno was just so excited about it. You know what I mean? And I honestly, I thought Lockett wasn't as bad as people thought he was last year. I didn't think. I thought on film, I was watching Geno. I thought he did some good things. He just can't win deep like he used to.
Right.
And that's kind of the issue with him. So he's kind of just like more of a slot receiver. So that's why you're right. I mean, they probably are going to trade Jacoby Myers. If somebody gives them what they want to get for him. But I still think they're going to try to get that done at some point. So that's what I think. It's just a little bit of kind of working it out with Geno and trying to make sure he's comfortable and they want him to be happy, I guess. I mean, I guess that's what their plan is here. But it's just interesting to kind of see that they brought him in. I'm trying to pull up Geno's comments here because I want to see what he said about Lockett, because he said, yeah, it's a good feeling to have a close friend of mine right next to me, especially when things aren't going great. Didn't start off like
morale. I think he's there for morale, dude.
Is a guy who understands me and knows how to get me going. That was the quote.
Damn. Pause.
I was like,
damn, Geno.
Yeah. He understands my feelings, man. He understands what I'm going through when I throw a pick. He just in my head.
Yeah. Well, I will say Brock Bowers has competition for worst hairline on the team now. Yeah. If you see Tyler Lockett with that helmet, is crazy. You're like, damn. Like is like Uncle Phil Fresh Prince hairline is nuts at like the age that he's at. But the I think like I said, I think he's here for morale. I think Pete knows that this is that the season's not going the way that it is. Vibes can't be great, even if the team isn't completely checked out. You bring in a guy who's like, first off, he came from the Titans, so he's like, I'm going to join the team that's one win more. Like it's nice, and he's going to come in, and I think he's probably going to be like a coach that plays a few snaps here and there for these guys, and I hope that's the case. And they do need someone like that in that core.
Yeah. Lockett get his degree in therapy? I don't know, man. That's a good question, Big S.
Yeah. He works for BetterHelp now. He doesn't cost a roster spot. I guess their wives are extremely tight, as he said. He's on his second kid. I'm on my second kid. Damn.
So they're homies, man. He's got his homie back.
Yeah, so Jason Witten type role. I like that. It's exactly what I could see.
There's a beef between Hondo and who? Who's wasted?
Me? No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. Is that a typo or just I don't know who's Hondo beefing with? Hondo follows me, so I got to take Hondo's side.
Yeah, you got to take Hondo's side if he's following.
Yeah. Wasted talent. Who's that?
He's wasted talent.
He's a loudmouth Raiders YouTuber. Okay. So was he going at the King, and he best not miss if he's doing that. Yeah. He better not. Hondo has stinky socks. Nah, dude. Hondo got the fresh Costco pack of socks ready at all times. There's no way.
Yeah, Hondo asked some weird ass questions, but he was nice to me, man.
He's hella cool, man. You know, if you talk to Hondo, anybody talking talking big shit about Hondo would talk to him for a second, be like, "Damn it, I like him," you know?
Yeah.
I'm curious. That's all he would say every time. And I'm curious. As the greatest player of all time, how do you get up in the morning and he's what's it like being a Raider?
Yeah. Hondo is a propagandist, but like I said, there's some Raiders writers that weren't nice to me. So he was, man. So he spoke to me and shit.
Damn.
So. You know what I mean? Like it's so I don't have a problem with him. I'm not gonna just diss somebody that's actually a nice person. You know what I mean? He asks weird questions, but
Yeah. How you adjust into the Vegas weather?
Have you been to the Strip yet?
Yeah. Have you tried the burgers with donuts at the buns? Aren't those crazy? Devin White?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Oh man. All right.
You're a Michigan State Spartan, just like myself.
Have you seen, I showed you that video of Tom Izzo yelling at him, right? Did I show you that?
Yeah, and that's just hella funny. You know what though? You bounce back. A weak beat writer would have quit after that.
Tom is. If you guys haven't seen that, look up Hondo Carpenter, Tom Izzo.
He ain't tripping off no YouTuber. If he already bounced back from Tom Izzo yelling at him, he's not worried about a YouTuber.
Google it.
Yeah. A Hondo does not care about the opinion of sheep. Okay.
Oh, because that is a great clip. That's a great clip, guys. If you haven't seen that, you should. All right. Do you think the bye week plus Bowers will fix anything?
I mean, Bowers coming back definitely helps. And I don't know. I haven't been following as closely. Does he have a brace on still at practice?
I didn't follow it that closely either, but I know he's full participant.
Yeah, full participant. It'd be nice if he didn't have that brace on. I mean, look, week 1 he was balling. I mean, he was the last time he was healthy. He looked really good. And yeah, I mean there was so no brace for a few weeks. Okay, yeah, no, for sure. I think it's definitely. So, I mean, it helps Geno get the ball out of his hands. I think if Bowers gets open really early. And it sucks. I mean, I'm sure that injury was really painful. It sounds like Brock was like really mad. Damn, people don't like our Thornton comments.
I mean, yeah, he's wrong on Thornton. I don't know if I'm wrong on Thornton, but Thornton should have caught that ball against the Colts. That's all I'm saying. If he was that was not a bad pass from Geno. I mean, Thornton just needs work.
Yeah, he needs work. I'm not saying he's bad. He shouldn't be playing right now. He had 60 something catches in college.
Yeah.
Like that means you need some time. Like, and you shouldn't be the de facto deep threat on the team right away. And like in the Chiefs game, it looked like he was kind of just like doing backyard routes and like trying to. It didn't seem like he had a feel for it.
Yeah, but I think the bye week, what's going to happen, which I hope happens, is that they start running an NFL offense and somebody got the Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
So, that's what they really need. Nice. That's what we need. We need an NFL offense back. this college shit ain't working, bro. It ain't working. So, and that's what pisses me off the most. Is when you are not running a college offense at Ohio State and then you come to the NFL and start running that. That pissed me off. That's what pissed me off the most. Like I didn't see White Cross. I don't remember. Maybe I can go back through the tape of the Ohio State maybe one day, but I don't remember White Cross. I just don't remember it, and I don't know if anybody else remembers. You ever seen Ohio State run a crosser with Will Howard? I don't remember it. So it was weird. That's what pissed me off about shit. But so hopefully that's the change, and they have a better idea of what they want to do on offense. Because it's not working, man. It's not working. It really isn't.
And it's interesting that I don't know that I fully agree with the metrics, but the Raiders just being like 10th in pass protection. That's really crazy. Because I knew I'm like, they're not the worst. Like I'm watching this, I'm like, this isn't like when you watch like the Texans, you're like, holy shit, this is bad.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this is like a bad offensive line. When that Texans Seahawks game, you're like, whoa, they don't have a chance to do anything in this game because of that. But you watch like the Raiders, you're like, yeah, there's definitely some breakdowns on like some stunts and some play. Like they're definitely not perfect. You're like, yo, Geno's got more time than he had last year. What's going on?
Yeah. Man, are you Dante Thornton, bro? Are you sure?
Slide in, like talk for real. Come on.
Yeah, we can put you on the show.
Yeah, ask for an invite if you are. I would love to talk to him about it. Like he seems like a nice guy. I like Dante Thornton. Just Nobody comes in that he was getting the Calvin Johnson comparisons.
Yeah,
Like, oh, man, just will slow down.
Yeah, man. All right, Ty Simpson over Nussmeier, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
for sure,
yes.
Simpson's balling.
Simpson is short though. He is because I was when I was watching him against Vanderbilt, I was like, how tall is that running back next to him? Because man, that running back is just towering over him. So I wonder how I do wonder how tall he is.
How tall is Nussmeier?
He's 6. I think he's 6 foot, 6'1", barely.
So again, not that big. Yeah, he doesn't look that big on the field.
No, he doesn't. I love Nussmeier's film last year though, so that's my thing. I haven't watched Nussmeier this year, but I know LSU's not doing very well. But man, did I love his film last year? Did I love it?
Driving the Nuss bus, man.
Yeah. I can't get out. Like I said, I haven't watched it this year, so I'm not. Now I'm really like I tried to watch some LSU games, and there's still some great throws in some LSU games, man. There's still some great throws.
It's like
he had a couple great throws last week. He did have a couple great throws last week, but I'm just trying to. I got to get off that train. I do. I got to get off the.
It's like bus. Speed. It's like the movie Speed. The bus doesn't stop.
It's not stopping.
He's driving the Nuss bus, and you can't stop.
If I stop, it explodes, guys. So
if they draft him, I'm gonna laugh so hard, like because we have so many. We've started that nickname. Maybe at LSU they probably already have it, but
yeah. I mean, yeah. We gotta get some. We gotta make some TDL Nuss bus shirts if he is going to be drafted.
yeah.
Like driving a bus and shit.
Yeah. You can get real creative with the bus. Now that I think about it. Like Peter Wood style creative, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. All right. Do you think you can get a third rounder for Jacoby? All right. So let's just transition into this question. Yeah. It's a good transition here.
Mm-hmm. That's what they want. That's what they want. I think. Yeah. The third rounder.
Yes. Yeah. That's what Fowler said, right? I had the Fowler article up here.
Yeah.
I kind of lost it, but I'll go back to it in a second. But yeah. They want a third rounder for Jacoby Myers. And I don't know if they're going to get that. Do you think they're going to get that, Glenn? What do you think?
Well, they're definitely holding out for it. I think a team like the Steelers could really use him. A team like the Patriots the Patriots have had some young receivers kind of emerge a little bit, but I think they're kind of missing that veteran a little bit, especially the way their quarterback's playing. Again, do you really want to trade him in the AFC? I don't know. I say, yeah, if they're giving you a third rounder, do it. I could see them settling for a fourth round pick, like a true fourth rounder. Because if you think you're going to get that, perhaps in compensation, you want at least like a team picking the actual true fourth round pick rather than the end of the fourth. I could see that much. But they're hoping for the third. They're hoping for a team. I mean, I hate to say it, but like if somebody goes down this week, right? The team that's good, like a team like the Steelers, if they lose anybody in their receiving core, I mean, their receiving core is already thin because they traded Pickens to the Cowboys, and that's kind of not a good move. And they're kind of, I think they're going to want to bounce back from that. And Myers is kind of the opposite of Pickens in a way, the way they go about that. So I think the Steelers is a good one. I don't think the Niners would be a good one, but I don't think he gets the contract there with the Niners. I think he'd be much more of a rental there. I don't know. I think they're holding out for the third, but I think they'll end up settling for a fourth, just because Myers doesn't want to be here right now.
Yeah. That's in the Fowler article. He said he clearly wants out.
Yeah, he's not blocking.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally like, people are like, he's literally not blocking. I mean, if you're not blocking, that's what he does.
That's a good point.
Blocking. Yeah.
And that is like his main thing.
Yeah.
Is blocking. And he's not blocking at all. Yeah, I don't know if they can get a third. It depends. I think, because when the trade deadline? When is it?
It's after this week. It's after the games, basically. I think it's a Monday. Monday or Tuesday.
6 days away. So this is the 29th. So that means, so Monday or Tuesday. This came out on Wednesday, so that's Tuesday. It all depends, man. If the Bills lose to the Chiefs, right? That means they've lost what? 3 in a row?
Yeah. Well, no, they won last week.
Oh, They played the
Panthers.
They don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but still, if the Bills lose to the Chiefs this week, The Bills are calling. They're going to go for third. Because the reason why they'll lose to the Chiefs is because literally he has nobody to throw to. Josh Allen has nobody to throw to. And we could talk about, I know people like Khalil Shakir, but I watched Josh Allen's film last year and nobody was open.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know Jacoby Myers can at least get open.
Right.
So I think the Bills would be a great team for that would get desperate and give up a third for that. Just because, I mean, even with how they do draft and they draft so late anyways, and maybe feel like the Raiders, I mean, it would be the worst third round pick you can get because the Bills are going to be deep in the playoffs regardless, right?
Yeah.
It's still the Raiders would. So it still kind of will feel like a fourth round pick to them, anyways.
It's top one. It'd probably be top 100. Still close to top 100. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll feel like a fourth round pick to them, still a little bit to the Bills. I mean, because the Bills are going to know, we're going to go deep in the playoffs regardless. So if we trade a third, it's not going to be like a high third, right? It's not like the Browns trading for Jacoby Myers, right? Mm-hmm. This could be a team that's getting for a contender that's going to do that. Because I think the Pats, that's the easy one, but I think they like the guys they have right now. Like they like Keyshawn Boot, they like Demario Douglas. They got Stephon Diggs. They like the guys they have right now, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like the Pats are more like a free agency team for Myers next year. Mm-hmm. But I still think that that would be the Bills being desperate. Yeah. That's where you get it, because that's what I'm saying. Because so if you want Myers and a third round pick, you're rooting for the Chiefs this weekend, and I know that sounds terrible, but I'm dead serious. So the Bills lose because they don't lose to the Chiefs in the regular season,
right?
That's one thing they don't do. But in the playoffs, we could talk about that all day. How they lose them in the playoffs. Regular season, they kick the Chiefs' ass all the time. But if they lose to the Chiefs next week, they are going to get desperate. Because the main reason they're going to lose is because literally Josh Allen has nobody to throw to. So they're going to get desperate and they're going to try to get Jacoby Myers. And that's when you have that third round pick that's going to come to you for him. So, yeah, I do think it's the Bills. If I'm going to take a team, if I'm going to guess, is because I think if they lose this week, who knows? But if they do, they're going to be just like desperate. People are going to be freaking out. You already got Steve Smith saying Keon Coleman sucks.
Yeah,
he's never going to be good. You know what I mean? And he's not playing really well. He always has struggles separating, anyways. Everybody always falls in love with tall wide receivers for some reason, but those things never really work out. But
yeah, no,
is somebody talking about trading Brock?
I think somebody was just asking. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're not going to trade Brock Bowers. That's not happening. Brock and Genty are pretty damn safe, I think, for a while. With Myers, there's always that one team. Now, what you want, right? I'll pose one more scenario to you. One more. Let's say the Raiders lose to the Jaguars this weekend.
Okay.
Jaguars have the most drops on catchable targets by any wide receiver.
Okay.
Jacoby Myers is pretty good at catching the football.
Yeah.
What if they're like, hey, weak AFC this year. We haven't played the Colts yet. I take their third round pick for sure because they might stink. Yeah. Like they might flame out or something like that. Like I could see the Jaguars because like I think they're aggressive. I mean, they traded all those picks for Travis Hunter to get out. Like they're aggressive, and I think they think they're good. And if I think they would be a 5-win team if they beat the Raiders.
Yeah,
5-3 in an AFC where that's a playoff team in the AFC right now. And you add a pretty sure-handed guy like Myers to year 2 Brian Thomas, who's having some trouble, Travis Hunter, who's a rookie. That's a team I think would be a dark horse one.
Yeah. Somebody said the Giants might trade for him, but the Giants they're 2-5, right?
Yeah,
they're 2-6 actually. 2-6.
That's the thing. Is the Giants are, they've lost some close games, but had they beat Denver, I could see them thinking that. And they're in the NFC. The NFC is not good. The NFC is very good, so that they're out of it. Hey, what if the Eagles do trade AJ Brown somewhere and then they want Jacoby Myers? There's always that. Eagles are another team. I don't know. Tampa, Tampa with how bad their injuries can be. Those are teams I could see doing that. But I don't know. There's a lot of places for it. I'm sure there's a lot of calls for Myers because he seems like a guy that a lot of teams want. But is anybody offering the third? I think they would have done it right now if they got the third round pick they were asking for. So that means it's probably hasn't happened yet. But like I said, after this week, if a team wins, if a really good team loses a game, like you say, like the Bills, or if a team that's kind of mid wins a game and thinks they're better than they are, those are the teams that might give up a little bit more than they should for Myers.
Yeah. It's some good points. Breece Hall is on the trading block.
I've heard that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody thinks the Chiefs are going to get him, which would suck. But yeah, it's a lot of people. I mean, the Jets are 1-7. So I mean, who's not on the trade block on that team? Really? I mean,
Jacoby Myers. They're saying Quentin Williams. Jacoby Myers, Quentin Williams. How you take a Jets?
Yeah, I mean, yes. The answer would be that they don't.
Shit, I'll give Jacoby Myers in a second for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, I'm down for that too. But yeah, I think Meyer. I'm saying, watch out for the Jaguars. This is a team I could see that if the Raiders lose this week, and they are underdogs in the game, if they lose this week, I could see the Jaguars getting a little high on their own supply.
Yeah. I low-key might do it first. Like, we can't do first, but we pick too high. We can't do it first. We can't do that.
Second round pick for Quentin Williams. Sign me up. Do it tomorrow.
And Jacoby Myers. And a second round pick. What you
yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Is Tyler Lockett a real estate agent?
Oh, Vegas is a good spot for him then.
Are you ready for the snow, Glen? Are you ready for the snow in Reno? I didn't.
So they say I've been here. I've come here a lot. Like I've been here during there. They say like every other year it's like a good one. Like you get like nothing. But I will say my house gets the early morning sun, which not everyone gets. So that's my thing is the fucking driveway. Don't fuck with my with the snow. That's I don't want to be shoveling at 6 a.m.
Yeah. So, I hit you with the Hondo question before you move on here.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, I need more chapstick than ever. It's dry as fuck out here. You know about that. It's like anytime I come to Nevada or Arizona, it's like, my gosh, dude. Like corners of your mouth, like you hadn't had water in 2 weeks, man. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Jesus. All right. Let's get some more questions. Do they limit Jacoby snaps this week? Probably not. I doubt it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be surprised, man. What if he's a healthy scratch?
Mm-hmm. I missed the question. Somebody asked me about Brendan Sorsby because it's got a couple. Yeah, so because Joey Aguilar, is he coming out? What is he? Isn't he like?
I thought he was like a 0-star recruit, like guy getting his first chance to start, like because he's basically flip flop with Nico with UCLA, and I don't think Aguilar's coming out. I don't know. I don't think Aguilar's a first round pick though. You watch him, I really don't. I think he's a good story because, like I said, 0-star recruits winning games in the SEC. That's kind of cool, but Sorsby's interesting, man. 6'3", 225, moving the way he moves. That's the kind of thing where, if you take him higher than you should, I understand.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Sorsby, I'm going to actually do him for the show, the draft show this weekend, is just his arm is just very weak for being 6'3", 225. I expected it to be just, have more velocity. That's all. He can move, though, man. He can move, man. That dude can run. I know that dude. He can run, man. He can make people miss in the open field. He can run, and he's pretty accurate. It's just that's why I think he's like a second round guy, and he might go to the Senior Bowl and have a good week. Probably he'll need that to be the first round guy. But man, can he move? I'll tell you that dude can move.
And watch out for my guy Taylon Green out of Arkansas. The guy can play. I'm telling you, the guy can play. He's had a kind of a knee injury at the beginning, but the guy was outrunning people in SEC defenders in a knee brace. I mean, the guy's a big 6'6", too, and he's got a good arm, and that Arkansas team has no defense, so he's just playing shootout ball every all the time. I'm just saying that's the guy I take a chance on. Taylor Green. We used to be at Boise State.
Yeah. How many snaps do you think Lockett gets?
Hopefully only 20% of the snaps. I hope. I really do.
Is Carson Beck complete training? Yeah. That's I don't know about the NFL, but he is from my train. I don't know about the NFL though.
Yeah. No, he has not played well. He didn't even look good against Stanford, really, to be honest. Like I was watching that game. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Any sleeper QBs like back? I like Sorsby.
I can't hear you right now.
You can't hear me? You good?
Might just be on my end. Hold on.
Mic check.
I can't hear you at all.
Can you guys hear me?
Let me pop back out.
All right. Yeah, some of these other questions. Worst game, Geno or Forsyth? I mean, that's a weird question. I don't know how to answer that. I'm gonna say Forsyth on that one for that question. Does AOC get traded? I doubt it. I mean, you know what? If AOC played, maybe. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If AOC was like healthy, maybe the Bengals, right? I mean, the Bengals probably would have took him.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. Aiden might be starting by the end of the year if the Geno doesn't get it together.
Okay. All right. I guess I missed context with shortest wide receiver. What was that question about shortest wide receiver? You gotta let me know because
maybe what I was talking about with the Jaguars. Like they think the Jaguars maybe thinking. Yeah,
I think they're actually good when they're not. Okay.
Yeah.
What teams do you think are worse than the Raiders? Well, obviously the Titans.
I think the Jets are worse than the Raiders for sure. I think the Dolphins, because I think Dolphins, like morale-wise, are worse than the Raiders. I think they have a little bit more talent, to be honest, than the Raiders, like just kind of throughout the roster. But their morale-wise, like they just look like a team that doesn't like to play football.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than that, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of answers for you right now. Cincinnati defensively is awful, by the way. When you watch Cincy, like they lose to the Jets, and people go like, damn, this season's lost because we don't have Joe Burrow. They scored 38 points. What was Joe Burrow going to do against the Jets? Score 39? Like, that's bad. I mean, Cincy's on offense has some stuff they can do, but Cincy on defense is so bad. Yeah, Saints are a little pesky. If you watch them play, they got a little. They're tough. If you bet against them, like sometimes betting against them is not very fun. I'll just say that much.
Yeah, I think they could beat the Jets though too. I think they could
for sure. I don't think the Jets are good at all.
They're not. Geno Smith revenge game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, everyone nationally televised. Nance and Romo.
What else? What are the questions we got? Would there be a QB the Raiders could find in the second round? That's what's about like Sorsby, and then who was supposed to watch? I'm supposed to watch Cole Payton. Dude, who's Cole Payton?
I don't know.
I'm supposed to watch that guy
I don't know.
for a show in a couple weeks for this Draft Fanatics thing. Oh, North Dakota guy.
Okay. Well, they always get drafted. Yeah.
He has 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
No, well, it's definitely pretty good, but
he's supposed to be a really talented guy. He is. I've heard about him. 75% of his passes, 12 yards per attempt. Yeah, I don't know. I never watched him. I mean, I don't know. They don't show North Dakota games until January.
Yeah. I mean, the Raiders, last part of their draft was that championship game that they show, basically, like the Cam Miller versus Tommy Millott bowl. So yeah, we don't usually get that till much later in the year. Like I said, I'm I like Taylor Green out of Arkansas. If anybody's looking for somebody to watch, former Boise State quarterback, 6'6", 225, could put on a little bit of weight. And like I said, he has to play shootout ball every week. He's got a little high, 18 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's not great. I would say 8 picks is very good, but again, this dude's playing hero ball. Like if you watch that game,
I mean, Cole Payton is 6'3", 233 pounds.
So Carson Wentz, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he is 6'3", 233. I know he could. I know because I know there's a lot of buzz about him. I've been hearing about him a lot. I don't know what his rushing stats are like, but I've been hearing. Shit, he has 612 rushing yards too. So he's 6'3", 233. He averages 7 yards per rush. Has 10 touchdowns. He's thrown 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Sounds like Trey Lance.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. Yeah, interesting prospect. But I have to watch him for some show. So I'll give you guys an update on Cole Payton in a couple of weeks because that's the only quarterback they want me to watch. They want me to watch Moore, Simpson, and Mendoza, and they told me Cole Payton. I was like, all right. He's 6'3", 233 and can move. He's a senior too.
The guy from Baylor is a little interesting to me too.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he's interesting. So
he can throw. I mean, like there's that arm is live. I'd like to see a film breakdown of him.
Yeah. Sellers is 6'4", 245. I like Sellers a lot though. I think Sellers will come out.
He might, and I would also understand if he stayed there because he has a chance to be #1 overall pick if he has a better college season.
Yeah, would he have to play right away? I think he could. I think he's a smart kid.
I like Sellers. I'm a big fan. Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of him. I like that he got so much better. You know what I mean? Morton, is he good? I haven't watched Morton yet.
I haven't watched him.
I know. There's a lot of USC fans. People they love Maeva.
I'll tell you, it's hard as hell to get his ass on the ground. I don't know how good his arm is. Like his arm is like. I felt like he should have a cannon, and I don't think he does. He underthrows a lot of footballs downfield. But yeah, I mean, his like mobility and like scramble ability is really creative and good. I understand like people might think that's like Mahomes or something. I just don't see the arm exactly that way, but he is interesting. I think he's a day two guy. We'll see.
Yeah, you guys aren't good at inaccurate Sellers to me because I watched him on film. He's not that.
I like Sellers.
He's not Anthony Richardson or nothing.
No, a lot of people say he is, and like I said, Anthony Richardson. Sellers is having a year that like South Carolina is not having the year people thought they were going to have. I will say Sellers is playing a better season than Anthony Richardson has ever played in college. Yeah, like Anthony Richardson did not play well in college. I don't understand what people think. Like this, Anthony Richardson was the total project pick, like that you could ever think of. Like he did not play well in college.
Yeah, and Sellers is such a great kid and he's 6'4", 250. Because he reminds me of Dante Culpepper. That's who I think he is.
Yeah, there you go.
That's who I think he is. I think he's Dante Culpepper, because it's big arm, and Culpepper wasn't the most accurate quarterback either, but he could run, he could big arm, and and he ended up being a pretty damn good quarterback until he tore his knee up. So. That's my guy. That's why I like with Sellers. But all right, so last topic here. So Chip Kelly, he is. I heard through the grapevine that he might be on the hot seat here, Glen. If the Raiders don't play well this week.
Yeah, that's
so what do you think about that?
Sorry, Baby Shug's comment really threw me for a loop there. I start talking about divorce. Speaking of divorce, like you said, the Raiders and Chip Kelly. If they lay an egg coming off a bye, and I'm talking Colts game, Chiefs game, most games that they've played this year. If they do that. I mean, Pete's already kind of put it out there that like he doesn't really like what's going on offense, and he doesn't like the plays being called. He doesn't like the way people are being used. I could see it. I just again, I don't. So I did make the point that Pete Carroll I think should stay because you just don't want to fire 3 head coaches in 3 years. Like it's not good. Offensive coordinators you can though. I think like offensive coordinator, especially if you know you're bringing in a new quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's always the knock on firing offensive coordinators is look at this young quarterback like Daniel Jones or whoever. Like he's had these many offensive coordinators in this many years. Well, if you bring in somebody, you can start fresh offensive coordinator with quarterback, provided that you don't think Geno's going to be here next year. Now, what I will say, this is the benefit of firing Chip Kelly after what we think could be a Jaguars loss.
Yeah.
Is that we'll get a chance to see Geno without Chip Kelly, and that shows Pete Carroll like, yo, he's ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas if you keep Kelly throughout the year, Geno's not good. You go, oh, we'll just change offense coordinators and keep Geno. So if they're going to fire Kelly after the year, I'd rather them do it after one more bad game, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. 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 My thing is, I think there's a little bit of beef there too, and my problem is with Chip is the college shit, man. Like that's just not gonna work. The air raid shit is not gonna work, man. It ain't work. It ain't gonna work with Geno Smith. Maybe like you talk about trading for Kyler Murray. Maybe if you had Kyler Murray, it might work. But no, it ain't gonna work with Geno Smith, man. That shit is not gonna work. The run game is too predictable. It's too simple, right? So I mean. Honestly, like even if he does end the season, I think they should move on from him.
Right.
Regardless, just because I just don't think he's just not for right now. How the NFL is, he's not built for it. He's just not, man. I mean, we're in a West Coast offense league.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels is still getting away with that offense that they're running. You know, Brian Dable is still running it a little bit. He's getting away with it a little bit. Some different offenses, but we're in a West Coast offense league, and we have to get back to that type of offense type of thing. You know what I mean? And I think you have to get back to that West Coast scheme. Like, it just makes it easy on your rookie. Like if you draft a young quarterback, you can use the West Coast to bring him in slowly. Right, you could make it easier for him. Right, he doesn't have to do too much, and it's a lot of that, in my opinion, that Chip Kelly is not doing. Right, he's not really. You can't at this point when the timing is off and you're getting the back of your drop and nobody's done running routes. That is bad in the NFL. Like this is not college, man. I can't just sit back there and wait for a guy to get open. You know what I mean? I got to anticipate stuff. I got to throw the ball early. I got to get the ball out on time. And if I'm not doing that, then there's no point. And you're not going to be able to run good offense in the NFL at this point. It ain't going to work. The defenses are too good at this point in time, right? They've already kind of caught up to the league. That's why you're seeing teams like the Colts who run the ball really damn well. They're dominating because they run the ball really damn well. I mean, you got to be able to run the ball right now at this point in the NFL. Right, because the teams are so good at too high. The safeties are a lot better right now, and what a lot of teams like the Colts are doing, and they're making these safeties come down and tackle, and that's not working. Of course, these guys can't tackle very well, but that's what you have to do, and we're not seeing that from him, and that's my concern. It's not a good look for me. With him, it's not working because Geno Smith sucks this year. Okay, I want to say that Geno Smith is complete ass. Let the record show he's complete ass this year. Okay, so I'm not making excuses for Geno. I'm not making excuses for the quarterback. But you guys got to admit this running game. We all know if Jacoby Myers is inside. And he's lined up in a condensed set. What do you think they're doing, guys? We all know it. So the league knows it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's well said. I mean, it's like why the offense is bad is not any one. The thing is, like, coming into the season, it was like, okay, Pete Carroll's got some work to do with his defense, right? We're like, okay, his defense is not. I thought they were going to be able to score, and then this defense would be a frustrating aspect of the team not winning games that they should win. And that's definitely seems to be the case on defense at times. But I've seen the defense have more solid games than the offense has, and the I thought that Geno and Chip Kelly were going to cook a little bit. And those are the two most important parts of the offense. I mean, I'm not saying anything profound there. That's just the facts of it. They're both awful.
Yeah.
And that's why the offense is terrible. That's why Ashton Genty's getting hit in the backfield more than anything. Yes, the O-line in the run game, maybe it's not that, but defenses know the run is coming.
Yeah. They know this is like week 2, bro. Like, this is the thing. Like, that's why it's bad for me, bro. Like, they've noticed since like week 2. It's so bad. It's so annoying. And that's my problem with Chip. That's why I'm like, it wouldn't bother me that much, to be honest, because like they average 14 points a game regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's bad.
That's disgusting. Like, what is this? This is the 70s?
Yeah. Chip Kelly, the throwback.
I mean, even like the worst offenses we could think of, right? Because I literally want to look at the 06 Raiders offense. How many points gave they average? I'm interested now. I'm looking this up.
I'm gonna say 17.
17?
Yeah.
Let's see. 06 Raiders offense here. Actually, you're wrong. It's 10.
Oh gosh, yeah, they were really bad. Oh, wow. Okay.
How do we survive that? How are we still fans after that?
In your face, 2006 Raiders.
10 points a game. Fuck.
That's horrible. Damn.
Yeah,
that was a bad team.
That was depressing.
I was in high school. I remember the games would be blacked out sometimes.
Oh man, yeah. I think I stopped watching football as much back then. I kind of just. It was definitely
Russell. They drafted Russell, who I actually hated. Like, I legitimately didn't like him. Like, a lot of people pretend they didn't know. People loved Jamarcus Russell in college. I didn't like him because I loved Calvin Johnson. I was like, just take Calvin Johnson. Like, who cares if we don't have a quarterback? You have Calvin Johnson, and then you go get a quarterback. And they were just like, nah. I like the way he throws the deep ball. And that was just a new form of Hellraiser torture.
Your 10 points a game is crazy. That is, I'm sorry, that is wild to read. Okay,
I do remember them beating the Steelers though. Was that with Godkowski at quarterback?
Yeah.
Or no,
that was Walter. That's still Walter, man.
Walter. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember we would randomly beat the Steelers at our worst like a few times. It's happened.
Oh man, the wasted Namdi years. So that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your PC build? I got a minus forum.
Damn.
It's like a small PC. If you want to see it, hopefully it doesn't unplug. I can't. No, it's gonna unplug. I'm not gonna do it for you. I don't want to go dark here. Yeah, I got a minus forum. It's actually a gaming PC. It actually is. I could plug up I could put PS5 games on here.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and play them and stuff, but.
You might want to fire those up soon.
I might, bro. I might, man. I might. Man. I might get that. I might get that extension, bro.
What was that Ghost of whatever game that ever?
Man.
In the third quarter of every game. Yeah.
I just might, dog. I just might have to do that pretty soon here. At what point did the season actually happen? What was it?
Good point. I don't think it's happened yet. We're still in preseason.
Yeah.
We're still ironing out some stuff. Yeah.
Is that why we're waiting for Eno Kana to come back? Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not even excited about that either.
Yeah, me either. Who's going to hire PG? I don't know.
I mean, some team would. As a DC, I mean, I could see it being a lateral move for sure.
Yeah. So Mark's about to hit up Ghost of Yote.
Okay, that was the game I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you think that this is a real Pete Carroll or is just a random guy in a mask every game?
No, it's Pete. just the team's bad. It seems bad, and he made a bad hire at OC and brought in a bad quarterback. Like that's why the defense has a talent issue. He made 2 bad moves, like truly, like, and they're the 2 worst at the 2 most important positions for him that he has to be kind of hands off with for the most part. Like, so it's like those are the stuff you really have to have, like, be able to hand the keys over to these 2 guys, and we've seen that, and it's bad. So I just don't think Pete's doing nearly as bad of a job as people think he is. I get it. The record's the record, and you have to win games for people to not to say stuff like that. And even if you do win games, people still do, question you. But I don't think he's doing nearly as bad.
Yeah. Somebody said it wasted Max years. I mean, at least Max made the playoffs once. At least, right?
And Max made a shit ton of money. I mean, like I understand you're like waste. And what if we get 33-year-old Max Crosby in like that Dwight Freeney role? You know what I'm saying? And like you have some young guys around him and stuff like that. Like, what if you get that? Like it's whatever. Or what if they're good next year? I don't know, man. Let's just build the team. I mean, he signed the extension.
7 total pass touchdowns.
Damn.
How are we all still fans? I mean,
how are we all alive?
Raiders should give us some free tickets just for that season. I don't think about it.
Yeah.
10 points a game is nuts, bro. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
There's a huge substance abuse problem in Raider Nation, and 7 total TD passes in 1 year will happen. Did you see that? There was a funny ass Instagram reel of a guy. He was like, everybody remembers like seeing their team in the Super Bowl and like the barbecue they had and stuff. And he's like, this is what I ate. And it was Gerber baby food in like 1983. That was just so funny. I was like, damn, I didn't even get that. My dad was wilding out, not even thinking about having a kid yet. Last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl.
They got shut out 3 times that year. Oh, looking at this.
Well, we got one.
Yeah, we're on. That's what I'm saying. This offense is almost close to that.
And it's better talent-wise. It's way better talent-wise than that team. Like, go through the 2006 Raiders offense personnel, and you'll probably vomit all over your sweater. Mom's spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be bad. Like, 2006 Raiders offense.
These Vulture stats are just fucking
depth chart.
I don't know. I think this summer, man, we got to watch one of these games just for fun.
Forks up, dude. Forks up. Andrew Walter.
No, he set the record he still has the record for 8 most touchdowns in ASU history, man.
Yeah. No, it's really bad. Yeah, I'm trying to find that.
I don't know, Glenn. I feel like we have to watch one of these games just for torture, like for this summer. Like, just 3 touchdowns, 13 interceptions is nuts. I mean, Ronald Curry had a pretty good year, man. 60 catches, 727.
He had that sick catch in the snow. I don't remember what year that was, but
that was 05. I think that was 05.
Yeah, okay.
That was Kerry Collins. Yeah. So Justin Fargas, we appreciate Justin. No, we
Huggy Bear, shout out. Yeah.
Lamont Jordan.
That jersey goes hard if you're homeless right now. Like homeless dudes still rock the Jerry Porter and Lamont Jordan jersey.
All these other guys, I have no idea who they are. John Madsen, who's that?
It's not John Madden.
Alvis Whitted. Alvis Whitted.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Alvis Whitted?
I'll tell you how many touchdowns do you have? 0, probably. Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, Alvis. Yeah, he had 0. I mean, there's only 7 total receiving touchdowns. So Randy Moss had 3.
Damn.
The team had Randy Moss, man. They scored for 10 points a game.
That's true. And we have Genty and Bowers. Maybe we are the 06 Raiders.
Yeah. I mean, Zach Crockett was on the team. He was 34, though.
Yeah. We didn't have Lewis Murphy yet, did we?
No, no, man. No. Alvis Whitted. He played a lot, too. He started 13 games. Who the hell is Alvis Whitted?
Sounds like a sci-fi writer. It's like Aldous Huxley. Yeah. What the hell is going on?
Oh yeah, man. All right. Let's just get to these over-unders and get out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Alvis Whitt is a wide receiver coach. He's probably a great coach.
Yeah, he had a lot of time to think about shit. Yeah. Damn, we had Derek Burgess on defense, though. Shout out. I remember Derek Burgess was sick for the Raiders, I thought. I liked him.
Yeah, the defense wasn't bad because they got Burgess and
Yeah.
Sapp had like 10 sacks that year. I think 10
Namdi,
sacks.
Courtney. I'm just looking at these names. Courtney Anderson. My gosh, these are some crazy. Aaron Brooks was on the team, of course.
Yeah,
Shout out Aaron Brooks. Yeah, wow. This
Namdi
is
had 8 picks on this terrible. He had 8 picks just wasted.
Doug Gabriel. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is Tommy Kelly. I always like Tommy Kelly.
Just another DJ with the history here. I was way to start over Jerry Porter that year.
Damn, that's
Wow.
crazy. He was like the hot training camp name. I bet. Watch out for Alvis.
No, that was 2010.
2010. Stanford Route got paid.
Or that 2011.
Something like that. But he had a few pick sixes. I remember like he kind of had like a Deron Bland kind of season. I remember for the Raiders.
Yeah. All right, let's get to these overrunners. Let's get to these overrunners. All right, let's start with Geno Smith. Of course, we all know we're smashing that interception.
He fucked us on the damn Chiefs game. You get shut out and don't throw a pick. I lost my house. That's why I moved.
He only threw the ball 14 times, though, man. He needs more attempts. He needs more attempts.
I mean, he's done it in his first pass attempt like twice, I feel like.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very, very true. So, the passing yards is higher, though, than usual.
Yeah. 227.5. Yeah, that is high. Because I'll take the under on that, to be quite honest. I'm going to take the under on passing TDs. I just don't think this guy has the sauce anymore. He's just bad. The recipe's gone. Like I just don't see it. I'll take the anytime pass interception, of course. I mean, you're not going to one bad week's not going to take me away from that for sure. I'll take the over on pass attempts, and I'll take the over on completions. I think they're gonna to use your term, neuter him once again. I think they're gonna try to build him back up from nothing like they did against the Titans.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do the same thing too. I'm going with of course I'm going to over interception because I think Devin Lloyd's gonna get him at some point.
Damn. What if Travis Hunter gets him? Can you imagine like just the national coverage that's gonna get?
Yeah. But I just have a feeling because Devin Lloyd, he is like roaming like crazy this year with all those interceptions.
Yeah,
and that's the perfect guy to get Geno.
Like Byard, kind of a Kevin Byard kind of situation.
Yeah. Lloyd's gonna get him, so I'm taking that. I think he's gonna throw a touchdown. I think he's gonna throw two.
Whoa.
I think he's gonna throw two. But I think he's going to throw a pick six, which is going to piss us off to Devin Lloyd.
A pick six to Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I think he's going to throw 2 picks. I want 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Adjust the line, 2 picks. Damn, you get a fat payout for that, I bet.
Yeah. So that's what I think. I think it's going to be 2 interceptions in this game because I think they're going to fool him a couple times.
I think Travis. I think it's going to be like a Travis Hunter game. I just feel like that's going to be the breakout game for him.
Yeah. Ashton Genty.
Oh gosh, 61. Yeah, why not? Let's go over on that. Hopefully he gets the attempts. I mean, like that's like really what it is. If they're like able to run the ball a normal amount of times, I think he goes over this. I'll take the over on receiving yards. And I'll take his anytime touchdown, but that means they think he's really going to score a touchdown at -115. So I'll take the over on all of this. I mean, he's our only hope right now.
Yeah, he is our only hope. I'm gonna go the over on the yards, and I'm gonna take the anytime. I'm not gonna take the anytime touchdown. Well, actually, I'm gonna take the anytime touchdown because I think he's gonna get one of the Geno Smith passing touchdowns.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I'm taking that one. So I'm gonna go over on the receiving yards too. So I'm gonna go over on the yards and the receiving yards. So, and the catches too. I think Genty's gonna be the factor here.
Right.
They have to do it, right? I mean, who else? It's gonna be Bowers and Genty in this game. I think they're gonna feature both of those guys, I believe. If you go to Bowers, so Bowers, he's 4.5, 51.5. Anytime touchdown.
I'll do over on everything except the anytime touchdown. I mean, he does not have a touchdown this year, so it would be his first. I mean, I hope he gets his first touchdown this week. That'd be really cool. It'd be a nice thing to see. But yeah, I'll take the over on receptions and receiving yards. I think he's going to be very much welcomed. A welcome kind of sight for sore eyes for Raider fans if he's moving the way that we think he is.
Yeah. I think Bowers will get featured because he's healthy. So I think he's going to get featured here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to get featured. So I know he's going to be over the catches. And I think I'm going to go over the yards. But I'm going to stay away from the anytime touchdown until he actually gets one. I mean, you're playing with fire, but you might want to take it. He hasn't really got that many red zone targets. Not even against the Patriots. I mean, I guess
Washington, he got that one where you could tell he was hurt. They threw that fade one to him on Washington.
And then against the Bears, he ran a great route while he was hurt.
Right. Yeah, he does get red zone targets. Yeah.
And then Geno just missed his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, maybe he take the anytime touchdown. Maybe. But, I think Bowers is going to have he's going to have that comeback game where he kind of just, tears it up. But also, I think Bowers, because he's going to have that comeback game, that's why I think Devin Lloyd's getting that pick six.
Yeah. That's who's going to be right around. Where's 89? Try to follow Geno's eyes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Who's the next guy? I put Jacoby on here. I did put Jacoby instead of Tucker.
Yeah, it's interesting because part of me thinks they're not going to feature him, but then also if you're trying to trade him, you should.
Yeah, that's why I put him on here.
Yeah, I'll take a man. He has the same odds for anytime touchdown as Bowers, which I think is interesting. I'll take the over on receptions, and I'll take the over on yards.
Okay, I'm gonna take the over on reception and the under on yards. I think he's gonna be very possession receiver this week, but I'm gonna take the anytime touchdown with him. I think he's gonna get a touchdown this week. I think he's gonna get a touchdown. One of my 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Geno. So I'm gonna take that anytime touchdown with Kobe, and I'm gonna go that route there. But yeah, I do think they're gonna try to build up the trade with him because, like I said, I still think he's going to the Bills, and the Bills don't play till later. So they're the Sunday night game. So I do think that's going to be the feature, and I think we'll get to that in a second, but I just feel like the Bills are going to get desperate. They're going to trade for Jacoby Myers.
Interesting. Good call.
All right. Game line. Somebody asked what the over under is on this one. It's 44.5.
Yeah. 44.5. Yeah. That's if you're scoring 17 or 14 points a game, that's where your point total is going to be a lot of times. Which would mean, I'll say this. I have this weird feeling the Raiders win this game.
You do?
Yeah.
I kind of do too, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there yet.
I think they're going to win this game. I think it's going to be this weird thing. They're going to come out of the bye. They're going to figure out a few things on offense. I don't know if that means that they're solved, but they're going to show that the bye week we came out of it, and Bowers is going to help move the chains a little bit, and I think they're going to win a game. I think they're going to win the game 23-21 or something, and I think they're just going to, and it's just I don't know if I'm thrilled with that. I don't know what a win against the Jaguars would do for me as a fan, and it would still put them at 3-5. But I was just this is the type of game they win. It's just a home game against the Jaguars.
Yeah, see, my thing with this is that I think if they do end up winning this game, it's going to be because Trevor Lawrence fumbles.
Right. Kind of like Cam Ward, Devin White comes in on a blitz. Something weird. Jamal Adams.
He is the king of fumbles, right? I mean, he's the king. And, all you got to do is just hit him, to be honest. And that ball might come out. And it's been there for his whole career at this point. You hit Trevor Lawrence at the right time, and sometimes he'll leave pockets early. And I think Crosby's gonna have a big game because I don't even know I don't know who the right tackle is. So
Walker Little, maybe.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Crosby's gonna have a big game, and I just think they're gonna be able to get some pressure on these guys, and they'll be able to knock the ball out. But I can't pick them to win. No, that's just my problem. I don't want to do it. But for some reason, Vegas thinks this game's going to be close.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was interesting. Like, why is this? We're at Thursday, right? And it's still negative two, like it's still 2.5, minus 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, they for some reason think the Raiders are gonna the home thing. I mean, I will say, our Jags fans packing out that stadium, probably not.
Yeah,
like it'll might be similar to the Titans. Like, I can't. Maybe there'll be some Jacksonville fans, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. It's I feel like this is a game that gives us that weird confidence going into a Thursday game against Denver, where
I am terrified of Denver. I'm not gonna lie.
They're good. They're a good team. That pass rush is really good.
No
Surtain, right? Who's not going to get 100-yard pick six against us like last year.
Yeah, but that defense, they got like what 80 sacks already. How many sacks they got? Yeah. Does he?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to hear that stat if anybody has it.
I'll look that up in a second here. All right, so game lines. All right, so let's get to NFL. Got Colts versus Steelers, Chiefs versus Bills, Falcons versus Patriots. I'll tell you, these games are very good. Falcons versus Patriots, Broncos versus Texans.
So I'm gonna take the Colts and the over in that game. I think both these teams are gonna put up a bunch of points. The Colts, they'll give up some points, but they'll also make some big plays on defense. The Colts offense, though, is the best offense in football right now. Like, they're pretty good everywhere. I mean, I think everybody's just kind of waiting for Daniel Jones to regress, but I think Steichen's doing some really nice things with him and getting the best out of him. So I'm not so sure we get there, to be honest. So I'll take the Colts, despite it being a road game. I think people are just starting to figure out that the Steelers don't have a good defense. It's kind of like when the Ravens don't have a good defense. You're like, wait, that can't be. Or the Bears. Like, everybody thinks the Bears, like, just because of like the mystique around them, like always being good defensive teams, they're not. So I think the Colts are going to take that. Falcons versus Patriots. Penix should be back, but I think New England is really, again, you could have fooled me week one, but they're really good. Drake May's playing top 5 quarterback right now. Like, he's just really good. And I think Trevion Henderson got going a little bit last week. And I think the Falcons, they just, on offense, man, they're just so inconsistent. And I think if you show you can stop Bijan Robinson. Now, I don't know if Drake London's back. I would think he should be. Penix and London being back definitely helps, but I'm going to take New England. So it sounds like Pete Carroll is 7-3 coming off a bye. I feel like he's coached more NFL seasons than that, though.
I looked up, it said 4-6.
Yeah, okay, so that's not good. But yeah, either way, around 500. But Chiefs versus Bills, I am going to take the Bills because, like you said, this is the game that the Chiefs just like hand the Bills for like false confidence in the playoffs. Like, just be like, all right, enjoy. Bills won the Super Bowl in November, or wow, enjoy. So I would take Buffalo money line on that, and I would take the over in the game. I think that's good. I think both teams are playing damn good offense right now. Broncos versus Texans. This is my lead pipe lock of the week. I think the Broncos money line is one of the easiest bets. Houston cannot block anybody. They ran into a Niners pass rush last week who they're like missing Nick Bosa. They didn't have the pass rush that the Broncos have. So whatever you think about Patrick Surtain being out, I don't think Houston's going to be able to do anything at the line of scrimmage against them. And I think the Broncos they got RJ Harvey going last week. They're running the football well. Troy Franklin's making plays. Like, Texans defense is definitely really fun to watch. So that's why you see the over under at 39.5.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see it, but I think the Broncos win this game. Like, I'll say like 21-13.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts because the Colts are just the best offense in football. Like they are just rolling through teams, right?
Yep.
Um, even though they are setting up themselves to lose to the Chiefs or the
Sure.
Bills in the playoffs. I see that coming. I just
Oh yeah.
when the Colts, especially since like the Chiefs have never beat the Colts in Indianapolis. Like Patrick Mahomes has never won in Indianapolis, so I just see that already happening where he goes in there. That's gonna be the talk of the whole week, and then Patrick Mahomes just pisses us all off. But I'm taking Colts in that one. I would take the minus 3 on that one. Falcons versus Patriots. I'm gonna take the Falcons plus 6.5. I don't know if they win, but I just feel like they keep it close in this game for some reason. So I just think that the Patriots are feeling themselves. They really haven't played. They beat the Bills, right? But they really haven't played anybody, really.
Tore up a
And
good Browns defense. Yeah.
the Falcons defense is really good though too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Divine Diablo who wanted to leave the Raiders and start balling. I think he might be hurt though. But I just think the Falcons defense is gonna give them some hell because Myles Garrett still got 5 sacks last week.
Yeah, he was out of control.
He got 5 sacks last week. So and the Falcons pass rush is pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm gonna take the plus 6.5 for the Falcons, but I still think the Patriots might squeeze it out. So I just think Michael Penix right now is so up and down. Like 1 week he's good, 1 week he's bad, 1 week he's good, 1 week he's bad. He's so up and down and inconsistent.
Yeah,
that's why I think he's going to be that plus 6.5. Well, yeah, they do a 2 touchdown for 4 touchdowns, but I mean. That can happen sometimes, guys. We're gonna go with the whole season. They've been good the whole season, and they had Kirk Cousins playing. We don't know. I mean, that's kind of the difference. But Chiefs versus Bills, I'm gonna go Chiefs too. No, I'm gonna go Bills just because the Bills always beat them in the regular season. Mm-hmm. But if the Chiefs win, then we're trading Jacoby Myers to the Bills. But even if the Chiefs win, and the Bills like have to run the ball all game to beat them. And it's like a James Cook has like 180 yards, something like that. Yeah. I still think they would be like, okay, are we going to beat these guys in the postseason if we don't have a Jacoby Myers type player? So I still think that he could that could still happen, but I still feel like the Chiefs just kind of squeeze it out just because the Bills still squeeze it out because they can run the ball. And I just think that they play the Chiefs really well in the preseason and they're home. Yeah, I think that's a big factor. And I'm going to go Broncos too. I think the Broncos are going to win that game against Texas just because CJ Stroud's not going to be able to throw the ball.
No.
Like they're going to be all – that's what I'm worried about when the Raiders play the Broncos. It's like Geno Smith holds the ball way too long. He's going to get sacked like 10 times.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about with that
For game. Sure. No, their defense I think for the next 2 weeks, they're not really going to miss Surtain until they play somebody who's like, okay, we know how to attack you.
Okay. And then college. Not that bad this week. Vanderbilt versus Texas.
No, it's good. It's very good. Vanderbilt.
South Carolina. Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
South Carolina versus Ole Miss. Oklahoma versus Tennessee. Cincinnati versus Utah. Shout out Big STD.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
I do have to. That -10 is crazy. Like, what is that about?
Utah's having a weird year, man.
Okay.
Utah's weird this year. You think they're gonna win, they don't. You think, Utah stinks, and then they blow somebody out, and you're like, they're without. But yeah, being down. Well, I'll get to that game in a sec. But yeah, being 10-point dogs at home is very interesting. Vanderbilt versus Texas. I want to take Vanderbilt so bad in this. I do. I want to take Vanderbilt money line. I have a feeling that line is set perfectly. I feel like the similar game to what we saw from now Arch might be hurt. He's still in the protocol. I don't know if he came out of it today. He was still in concussion protocol because I watched the end of that Mississippi State game and he took a lick in that game, but he played pretty well in the second half there. He looked pretty good. I think he kind of just owns Mississippi State or something, but I'll take Texas -3. It's a tough one. I'll be going for Vanderbilt because it would just be funny. It's fun to see teams like that do that. Vanderbilt's got 5-star recruits now, like visiting. It's nuts. Clark Lee has that program going crazy. It's nuts. That's an engineering school. All right, South Carolina versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss's defense is good, man. Their defense is good. They had John Mateer in hell for most of that game. I think South Carolina, as much as I like Lenora Sellers, I just don't think up front they're very physical. I don't think they can push Ole Miss around. It's a lot of points, but I'm going to take it. Ole Miss has a chance to win the conference. And this is the type of game where if you have a huge statement win in your conference, like a blowout by 20 points, I mean, they're not going to pull the starters in this game if they're up by 20 some odd points. So if they do get that lead, they're going to keep it. So I'll take Ole Miss in that one. Oklahoma versus Tennessee, man, Mateer needs this game. And Tennessee's been giving up points like crazy this year. The safe bet for me would be the over in this, over 55.5. But I'll take Oklahoma. I will. I think I'll take them getting a couple points in that, just because it's kind of a bias thing. Don't listen to me on that one. Okay. I really like Mateer, and I'm hoping that he can really bounce back. Maybe the hand's still bothering him or something, because he hasn't looked the same unless he's running the football. Cincinnati versus Utah. I mean, you got to take Utah plus 10 at home. It just doesn't happen. They're just not underdogs like that at home. I'd like to know the last time they were, to be quite honest.
No, Utah's at home.
Minus 10 Utah at home. Yeah, then I'm taking Cincinnati the other way, because I think that game's going to be close.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that game's going to be close. I'm sorry, I misread that line. But yeah, Cincinnati getting 10. I was going to take either team that was getting 10 in this game. Sorsby's, they took down Iowa State. Iowa State, I think, was 13.5 point favorites against them, or something like that, or 10.5 point favorites against Cincinnati, and Cincinnati, kind of took it to them. And I think Cincinnati's it's tough to play at Utah. They're gonna give them hell. I think Utah probably pulls out a win late. I think it's gonna be kind of a classic game. I think College Game Day's there. I think that's like the game day setup. So I think that place is gonna be absolutely bonkers at for a late game. So I will say, I agree with Big SC. It's just tough to win there at night. I will say Cincinnati plus 10 is the best bet. I think Utah pulls out a win late.
Yeah. I'm going to take Vandy. I just like Diego. He's like the ultimate college quarterback.
He's going to be on game day in like 3 years talking shit. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the ultimate college quarterback. He just has that.
Yeah.
I think he is what drives that team.
And
he just makes plays for them when they need it. Right. And from running the ball, whatever they need to do, I just think he's just a gamer. So I like him, and that's what I'm gonna take him. Even if Manning plays, I think he takes him. And I think Vandy's just better, just a better team overall, right? I think that they had that loss to Alabama, but that was more Ty Simpson just balling in that game. Like Ty Simpson, that film was great. He was balling. He was terrific. South Carolina. Ole Miss. I'm gonna take South Carolina plus 12.5. I think Sellers plays better against great teams than he does against like weaker teams. Like against Missouri, he was really good. Against Alabama, he was really good. I think he's gonna play well enough where they cover, but they don't win because they're just not good enough. But I think he's gonna play well enough, and that is gonna rise his stock even more because he's playing well with bad people around him, right? I think that's going to happen with Sellers here. I think we're going to see like a really good game from Sellers, but it's just not going to be enough because his team is just not good enough. So I like that. I'm going to take Tennessee. So I think Oklahoma. I think Mateer is just kind of like his flaws are starting to come out a little bit, where he's just like is so reckless. I think that's starting to come out a little bit since he's not calmed down. I think Tennessee is just that boring team that just has this offense that it doesn't matter who the quarterback is really. They're gonna be able to score points on you just based on how Heap runs the offense. That I think they end up beating them, and especially they're home too. So that's a tough place to play at no matter what. Winning at Tennessee is tough. no matter what. So I'm gonna take Tennessee, and I'm gonna take Cincinnati plus 10 too, because I just think this is a big game for Sorsby for his stock too, because if he goes out there and balls,
Yeah.
right? I know people are gonna be asleep when this game comes on,
Not me.
especially you're not me. I mean, not me either. We're on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
But the media is going to be asleep when this game's on. But I think Sorensby is going to really show that he can play. But I just think Utah's is just a better team. Just a better team overall, man.
Mm-hmm.
Better team. All right, let's just see some of these last questions we got here. I'm gonna play some of these voicemails, so I'm gonna put the number next time, guys, for next week, and definitely for Monday's show, and then we'll get you guys there for you guys can call in, especially if the Raiders lose. We love to hear those. We'll get those for the instant reaction for sure. Do you think Spytech should draft for Pete or for the future?
Always cover your own ass as a GM. Draft the guy. Trust your process. Like, don't over cater your prospects to Pete Carroll. I don't think he did that necessarily. I mean, I definitely think a guy like Darian Porter is a Pete guy, but for the most part, like draft the players you think are the best players.
Yeah, for sure. All right. There it goes. These are short too, so shout out these guys. Keep it short.
Matt, Glen, this is David from DC area. Anyways, I just called to say, after this bye week, it's going to be telling. I think it's going to be telling who's taking charge of this team. But if it's Spytech, Pete, or anything like that, because at this point you've got to play the young guys. You have to play the young guys. It's time to just evaluation season. It sucks. It's boring, but it's time. And that includes JPJ. He got benched for whatever reason. Play the young guys. Play them. But we'll see.
That was more of a statement than a question.
Tough to disagree.
Yeah,
tough to disagree. I mean, I want to see Jack Besh. I want to see Darian Porter. I'd like to see Caleb Rogers. I mean, I'm not super high on Caleb Rogers, but I'd like to see him at some point. Just work his way in there. I don't know. I definitely think that's the only thing we can look forward to. They had a big draft class. Let's see these guys play.
Yeah, I agree, dude. All right, let's check out this one here. Oh, I didn't turn the sound on. Hold on.
Concerned fan here. Hey guys, concerned fan here.
Concerned fan.
I just want to help add to the brainstorm here. Maybe after the season, fire Chip. Maybe hire Billy Napier as offensive coordinator.
Billy Napier.
At least get us to 5-7 at least. All right, what do you guys think?
Billy Napier.
That was crazy. He had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, fine. Yeah, I'm with you. Billy Napier. That is.
Is he a good offensive coach?
I mean, Florida didn't seem to think so.
I gotta look this up.
Fired from college. I don't know. Is he just some revolutionary thing? That was. I mean, was that just another person of the Napier family? The calling right there. Was it Shabazz Napier? I don't know. Yeah. Sorry. Are they related? I don't know. I don't think so. But there's definitely no. I don't agree with hiring Billy Napier. But back to the West Coast offense. Fire Chip. Back to the West Coast offense. I think we talked about it earlier in the show.
I gotta look up Billy Napier's history here, man. What is his history and coaching record? What did he coach at? He was at Louisiana before that.
Sun Belt guy, huh?
Oh, he's ASU OC. Oh, he's ASU 2017.
So now you want him.
Oh, and he was at Alabama too. He's an Alabama wide receivers coach.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson offensive coordinator in 2010, 2009 and 2010. I forgot. What was 2017-ish? Wasn't that Herm Edwards and Jaden Daniels?
2017? That feels a little. Maybe. Yeah, that could have been. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe Billy Napier is just. Maybe Billy Napier is the best kept secret. I mean, he's available.
No, that was before. That was Ryan Kelly. Did Ryan Kelly play in the NFL?
I don't
I don't
know.
remember this ASU team. What was this? This is another 8-5 ASU team, probably. Fucking ASU, man. These dudes piss me off every fucking year. They're 8-5 shit. They love to do. Oh, they're 7-6. They're 7-6 this year. That year. Who's the head coach? Oh, that was Todd Graham. He's a Todd Graham guy.
Todd Graham. Yeah, I don't know. The resume is not really sparking like higher.
It really isn't. It really isn't. It really isn't, man. It really isn't. Would Pete hire Mike McDaniel? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. That's one thing about Pete is, I mean, who thought he was going to hire Chip Kelly?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, we all thought he was going to get Darrell Bevel and bring the band back together. He did. You know, my goal was actually the Panthers to flame out and get Dave Canales. That was my goal, because he has familiarity with Pete Carroll, and I think he's a good coach. But to me, yeah, I don't think Pete would shy away from hiring anybody. Actually, I think that is one thing we have to our advantage.
Billy Napier is crazy.
That one. I mean, you might as well have said my grandmother.
Shout out to you, man, for being a fan of the show, man. We're not trying to get on you too much.
Yeah,
we're not trying to get on you too much, man. But Billy Napier, bro.
Leave another voicemail on Monday and say why you thought Billy Napier, because he thought the way he said it was like he didn't even make a case for Billy Napier. He was like, obviously hire Billy Napier.
It's a shoe-in. Like I think it's easy. Yeah. It's easy to do. Hire Billy Napier. Offense solved.
Obviously, you're all thinking it. I'm not going on a limb here, but Billy Napier. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. We got a Chargers fan here. Chip Kelly's never been let back in the league. He's never been good.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Hey. Wait till Greg Roman fucks you over. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Whatever. The Chargers are. This is the time of the year for the Chargers.
Fucking yeah.
Whatever. I'm not. That's my thing. The Raiders don't even let me talk shit properly. Like it's just like
I know, man.
There's nothing I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Herbert's dating Madison Beer now. Like he thinks he's cool.
Yeah,
he's cool at the games and stuff with his non-talented hot girlfriend. So, anyways, guys, this shows me he's living the dream.
Yeah. It doesn't sound that bad to me, Marcus.
You're right, Glenn. All right, guys, we're out of here. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. We are out of here. We'll be back on Sunday for instant reaction. I don't know if Glenn's gonna join us. He might, but on Monday we'll be back.
I should be around. Right. I should be around.
And if you guys like hip hop, my album is dropping tonight.
Bam!
Rising Phoenix. So it might be out right now. I don't know, but go check that out. Go IP 2.0, The Rising Phoenix. Support your boy. I got some bars sometimes. So sometimes, man. You know, I got some bars sometimes. You know, keep humble. All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace.
All right.